When I received an email about Fibo Quantum, I thought I would take a look at it. And the reason why is because when I started trading, I started with Fibonacci, and I used it the way Joe DiNapoli uses it. And I had great success with Fibonacci. The only issue I ever had with it was how subjective it could be, which highs and lows to use, and you could rule base that. I eventually moved on. I do use Fibonacci to some degree in my trading, usually for targets. But when I saw this product, I thought, if it's going to do what it's designed to do, then it should be pretty decent to look at. So I actually purchased it just so I can do a proper review. You're going to see a lot of crap reviews out there. These people are marketers. They don't ever purchase these products. They're just a waste of time. Anyway, see, I bought it. Welcome to the members area. Congratulations, yada yada. I downloaded all this stuff already, and I just want to show you one thing that you have to do when you purchase. And what you go to is you have to register the product, which is good because a lot of people buy this stuff and just return it and keep on using it. So I'm glad that they did this. I blocked out my information because you don't need to know it. You can see it's the full version. It's successfully activated. So what I'm about to show you is not screen grabs. It's actual product. Okay, so let's take a look at it. Okay, now we've gone through that. First thing you want to do when you get these products is to look through the guides. This is where you're going to find all the information you're going to need, and only after you've done your own work should you be reaching out to look for some help. You get the guide like you see here, the indicators. And what's really important is the installation. Before you install it, you have to register your ClickBank order ID. Without that, you cannot use it. And then you'll use your trading account number will go into the account management. And then next thing you know, you click submit, you're successfully activated, and then you can start using the product. As you install it, and as soon as you refund it, it gets canceled, so you won't be able to use it again. Some certain rules we have to look at before we look at the charts. Don't use it on flat markets. Absolutely, this doesn't matter what you're trading. If the market's in a range, you're going to have to use something different. A range trading strategy, a breakout strategy, something different. Don't use it on weak markets or flat markets. Trade with the trend. I'm a trend trader, period, end of story. And trends, remember that it's time frame dependent. You can have an uptrend on a 15-minute chart and an overall downtrend on the daily chart, right? So it's going to be time frame dependent. You can use stair-stepping pattern, the higher highs, higher lows for uptrends, vice versa for a downtrend, moving averages, whatever. Just ensure that you have a trend and you're following that direction. Make sure there's no news coming out, especially for day traders. Make sure that you're not running into any news. And for day trading, this does not go below 15 minutes for this product. Avoid opening a new trade until the previous trade on the same pair has been closed. Which basically means when you're trading Forex, there's only a few really strong pairs. And a lot of them are matched up against the US dollar. So just be very careful that you're not shorting, for example, you short the pound US and then you short again the pound US, because unless you're doing money management properly, right? It depends on your risk. If you're trading 0.5% per position, that's a different story, but most of us are trading 2% or a bit more depending on the setup. So make sure you follow that. Enter trades only when the price reaches the buy entry or the sell entry level. This is a little bit different than normal Fibonacci. Normal Fibonacci, we're trading pullbacks. This is a little bit different. Again, avoid entering more than one trade per one set of generated signal level lines. Basically, that means if you hit sell and you're in the position and it comes back up to it, don't enter another one, right? Let that trade work itself out. In the upper corner, we have these boxes, stop losses. This was great. Huge fan of this because a lot of you people don't know where to set stop losses, or you set them too tight. This tells you where to set them, which is pretty good. There's different options you can do. I'm using the default settings when you see the chart. Entering trades, buy as soon as the price reaches the buy entry level, which is right here. Sell as soon as the price reaches the sell entry level, as you can see right there. And you see it's coming down, and this is coming up into it. Exiting trades, you got to take profit targets. Perfect, like those. And time frames, and what pairs to use. And this is an upgrade you can get, the Fibo Quantum Assistant. Input parameters, I'm just using default. And as it says right here, all the inputs you can use, just use the default. Okay, don't change anything. Highly recommend you trade. Yeah, me too. Period settings, pick what you want. All right, you know what? This is just all same stuff. You know, you get alerts sent to your phone, your email, whatever you need. Okay, so let's just get to the chart and see what we're looking at here. The most popular pair in the world is the Euro US dollar. See, we're on a downtrend market, right? You don't need a moving average. You can just see we're starting stair stepping down. And this actually has a sell entry that plotted here. And you see it took a little bit of heat, but this is the buy stop loss right here, okay? This is not the stop loss for your sell. That was up here. And this is why I'm a fan. It's far away. A lot of traders set their stop losses way too tight because they're undercapitalized. And we do get down to the first take profit. There's about, it's at 1754, around the 50 round number, right? So 1762. So this trade actually went for 57 pips. This is a day trade. You had a seller entry up here that wasn't hit. Now remember, I'm just going through what I'm seeing here. I have not gone through the PDF yet, the manual on how to trade this yet. So we're just going to flip around and just take a look out of the box what we're looking at. For traders who work a day job or just work and don't have time to watch the computer for every 15 minutes to see if something's setting up, you can swing trade. This is the 4-hour chart of the Euro US dollar. We just looked at the day trading time frame. Clearly, we're in a downtrend. We have a sell entry that was here. And you can see that went down to the second take profit before we rallied back up. Now, it says buy entry. But what market are we looking at? We're looking at downtrend, so you wouldn't take that trade. And this goes on to your second profit. And that trade here on a swing trade is 254 pips. That's not bad. This one here, this looks, it's stair stepping down. We're putting in lower highs. But this is a higher low. This can't take out that, right? So we're still looking at a downtrend. Stop loss, sell entry is down here, so perfect, right? It breaks this low, so the market is putting in lower lows, downtrend. Your stop loss, we get in here. Our sell stop is where? Way up here, so we don't get taken out of this trade because we get triggered in here. Actually take profit 3, and that's another 254 pips. That's actually pretty good. And that's just on swing trading. And anyone that's been trading the Euro US dollar knows that for the longest time it's been in a range. It's been virtually impossible to trade unless you're a range trader. Let's take a look at the pound US, another popular currency pair to trade. You can see we're using the conservative setting, right? It's 10:33 my time. The sell entry is here, and you can see we just get, this is a momentum move into this trade. Drops for 309 to the first take profit. You're bouncing around the second take profit. So right now this trade is up 446 pips. This trade here, up in here, we're going up. So we're looking for a buy entry. And you see the buy entry is plotted here. It goes to take profit 3 for 431 pips. This trade here, well, it depends on which one you're taking, right? This trade here, if you got triggered in this one. But then again, this one's here. This one gets plotted after. Right, you probably want to go to the closest one. Again, I have not read through the PDF. This is going to be your own trade plan because when you see this one, well, am I going to be able to scroll over? Let me just get rid of something here. There we go. When we get into the market here, we see this buy entries over here. I don't know when this one plotted. Either way, this trade actually rises for 540 pips. Let's take a look at a day trading time frame. Over here, what do we got? We got a buy stop loss, sell stop loss. We're moving down. So what are we going to focus on? Downtrend, right? Until we start getting back up. You can use a moving average, like a 50 period or whatever, just so you can objectively look at the market. But for this, I'm just using price. You see we have a sell entry that plotted here. And you see we put a swing high, swing low, a higher swing high, then we break this swing low. When that kind of stuff happens, you got to start thinking that this trend is in jeopardy. And remember, this is a 15-minute chart. This one drops for 60 pips for a 15-minute chart. Over here, we have a sell stop loss, buy stop loss. None of these trades would have triggered over here. So there's no trade here. Let's look at a 4-hour chart of the pound US. We have a sell entry here. This is your trade here. This drops to the third take profit for 315.9. So you're out of that trade, and then we get another sell entry here. This trade just kind of bouncing around right now. It fell for about 100 pips. It's up here. It's underwater. No, it's actually in profit right now, up 100 pips. And you see you take profits there. As a trader, you know, and you see this kind of price action just milling about, you might want to start thinking about doing some active trade management, perhaps moving your stop down as opposed to having it way up here, because we are ranging, and what we don't want to see is moves against us. So that's just a few handful of trades. I haven't, like I said, I haven't gone through the PDF 100%. I just put it on my chart and just took a look at it, so you can see that it's and that's the major pairs that people trade: the pound US and the euro US. So I'll cover more videos about Fibo later. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. You know what? Download it, check it out. I actually like this. It's not too bad. I'll, as you know, my other videos, I take a hard look at every product, and if I find something that's kind of rough about it, I won't bother. But before I let you go, one thing I'm a fan of is these trades, you're getting into them with momentum, as opposed to traders that are trading just pure pullbacks. You know, you're going to be, you have to wait till momentum comes in your favor, right? You don't want to just trade blindly. So these actually trigger in when price goes in your favor, which is what we want. And combined with the overall trend direction on the outside here, it looks like a pretty decent product. But again, I'll look at it in depth. That's probably the better word. I'll look at it more deeply and follow up some other videos. Feel free to download it, put it on your chart, start checking it out now. Thanks for watching.